Hello, everyone. So as I always say before we start class, I know schedules get in the way, so whether you're joining me live or you're joining me later, make sure you show up for yourself. Block out distractions the best that you can. Really try to land on your mat. And remember that this practice tonight is going to be 60 minutes, and we're going to be working on one of the basic principles, flexible warrior principles, and that is willpower balanced with chill power. It's just going to be a regular warrior flow series, balanced out with some calming breathing exercises, some meditation, some things to really kind of allow you the space and time to reflect. So this is the last of our 4-class series, and many of you have really embraced the whole yoga off the mat idea, that concept of not only are we practicing flexibility on our mat, but we're also trying to carry that whole strength, flexibility, balance concept off of our yoga mats and into our lives. So whether you were adding in the juices or the smoothies, the soups, all of the superfoods, and you're trying to practice your stretching and your flexibility, we really have that awareness that flexibility is truly power, and having that warrior spirit, that strength, that perseverance, that mindset of doing things that are challenging, that stretch you, right? That push you a little bit out of your comfort zone, because how do we ever grow or get stronger if we're not a little bit out of our comfort zone? And then balancing that, of course, with all of the self-care that you all have been practicing, and the chill power factor, which I think is more key than ever before. So with that in mind, we're going to start with a little reading. And you guys remember when we first started 4 weeks ago, we were, or I was sharing with you 2 stories. One was the Golden Buddha, right? You remember that one, the Golden Buddha. So revealing your inner light, your golden light self. Sometimes life really coats us with all these different stories that we tell ourselves, and stress and trauma even, that gets us away from our truest nature, right? But hidden underneath there, especially if you're, 40s, 50s, 60s, all these things, these past experiences sort of get us away from who we truly are. So remember that whole golden Buddha concept, and revealing your truest, lightest, most brilliant self, and not being afraid of that, but just really allowing yourself space and awareness to shine your light in the world. And so that was the Golden Buddha. And then the second one was, of course, the musk deer. Both of these are some among my favorites. The musk deer is about the third eye chakra, right here, the space between your eyebrows. And that is really trusting your intuition. And that's really what we've been working on these last few weeks as well. Going inward, quieting out the noise and the confusion and the negative stuff, and really going inward to trust your intuition and know that the truth lies within. And so the musk deer story was really about not chasing, the answers to your happiness and joy are not over here or over there or this person or that book. They're really when you go inside and you really trust and listen. Okay, so we're going to be practicing a little bit of all of that, but the reading is this. We'll start with this, and this is from Daily Om. So if you don't subscribe to them, I think they're wonderful. They have a lot of really inspiring readings. So this is about, and this was what I got in my inbox today, and when I read it, I was like, I'm sharing this with everyone. So this is about revealing your true self, which is exactly what we've been working on. That's the whole reason behind doing all the yoga and eating all the superfoods and practicing all the self-care. It's to get yourself on that upward spiral and to reveal your truest self, right? So the reading is this: our true selves exist whether we acknowledge them or not, often buried underneath all the learned behaviors. We are, in truth, beings of light, pure energy, inhabiting physical bodies, striving for enlightenment while living earthly lives. Our true selves exist whether we acknowledge them or not, often buried underneath the fears and the learned behaviors that happen through life. When we recognize our true power, our luminosity, and our divinity, we cannot help but live authentic lives of appreciation, potential, fulfillment, and grace. So, meaning when we're all born, right, and through our younger years, we're just these little balls of light. And that's why everyone loves being around babies and toddlers, because they're just balls of light and they're just so excited with everything. But then little things happen, and then we get further and further away from our truest self. And so the whole idea is just to nourish your mind, body, and spirit to get back to your true self, right? All right, so let's start with a short meditation. So just go ahead, and again, you can always prop yourself up on some pillows, also yoga blocks or whatever you have. Feel free to get a little bit of lift underneath your hips if you're feeling tight. Rest your hands either down onto your knees if you want to feel a little bit more grounded, or turn the palms to face upward, bringing the thumb and the index finger together to touch. Facing upward is a little bit more uplifted, right? Either way, it's all good. You can't make a wrong decision. Just trust your intuition on it. Thumb and index finger together to touch if your palms are facing up, eyes closed. Land on your mat here and now. Again, whether you're watching live or you're doing this later, try to really be present. Let's take a deep, calming, cleansing breath in together. So deep inhale. And exhale, let go. So relax and soften and land on your mat. And do that 2 more times. So deep inhale, sitting up taller, breathing from the belly all the way to the collarbone and the heart, and feeling so proud of yourself for showing up for this challenge and for this practice. And let's do that 1 more time together. So deep inhale, calming, energizing breath in. And exhale, release, soften, let go, and land in the present moment right here on your mat. Let's just take a moment to reflect back on this journey. And remember, it's about progress, not perfection. Acknowledge all the little things that you've learned, the little things that you're embracing, your warrior spirit, and you're a little out of your comfort zone sometimes. Doing things that make you feel stronger, more flexible, more resilient, more empowered, more uplifted. And at the same time, what are you releasing? What do you need to let go of? And for many of you, I've challenged you to go into your closets, maybe your garage, your basement, your drawers, your kitchen cupboards, your toiletries, your makeup bag, and get rid of toxins or things that no longer serve you in some way, that don't bring you joy anymore, that are just here because you didn't have time to remove them for you. So just taking an opportunity to acknowledge, if you haven't gotten to it yet, you can make space. And the more that you get rid of, whether it's emotional baggage or stuff, the more space you allow in your life for good stuff. So let's just take a couple moments here to settle in, to listen to our thoughts, to reflect back, and to look forward. And with your eyes still softly closed, set an intention for your practice tonight of calm energy, peaceful power, strength with flexibility. And that is the willpower, chillpower factor. Draw your hands to heart center. Let's take a deep, calm energy breath in. So inhale, gather good, positive, calm energy. Reach for it. And exhale, draw your hands in and back to your heart center space. And go ahead and make your way to child's pose. Remember always to honor, protect, listen to your body. Rest when you need to. Make any modifications that feel better for you. Let's start in a restorative child's pose. So you can drop your hands by your feet and drop your forehead down. If your forehead doesn't quite reach the mat right now, remember you can always stack your fists on top of each other and rest your forehead on your fists if that feels better for you. Again, just checking in, allowing that space between your eyebrows, that third eye chakra, that home of intuition, to center and calm you. This is always such a great place to be, child's pose, anytime you feel overwhelmed. Just kind of tuck inward into yourself. On your next inhale, extend your hands all the way forward, out and away from your feet. Arms are straight, elbows are extended. Deep breath in as you shift your weight forward. Spread those fingertips out wide, curl your toes, lift your hips up to the sky. Let's come into a downward facing dog. And we're going to begin by just pedaling the feet out right and left. So you're just bending the left knee, dropping the right heel, and then bending the right knee, dropping the left heel, and just pedaling right and left. Your hands are still shoulder distance apart, but your toes are going to walk together. So the big toes and the ankles are side by side, keeping the hands shoulder distance. One more pedal right and one more pedal left. Good. And then both heels are going to drop down. You're going to look forward towards your hands. You're going to take a walk forward to the front edge of your mat. You're going to line your toes up. We're going to look forward. We're going to halfway lift to hands to shins, tailbone back, chest and heart opening. Deep breath in. Exhale, round your spine and fold in half and let it all go. And let's do that 2 more times. So inhale, look forward, lengthen and extend. Belly pulls in and up, shoulders pull back and down. Exhale, release and fold and let it go. And one more time, inhale, look forward, lengthen out. Extend and reach from the crown to the tail. Exhale, round and fold in half. We're going to rise all the way up to standing. You're going to take a deep sun breath in as you reach all the way out and up to the sky. Reach all the way out and up, and then stand in mountain pose at the front edge of the mat and align your posture from the shoulders to the hips to the heels. Palms turn slightly out or forward, thumbs are slightly out. So we're just standing nice and tall, feeling an even distribution of weight through the feet. The belly's gently pulling in, the tailbone is anchoring down, and you feel so strong and so stable through the feet, reaching up and out through the crown of the head. Soft focus with the eyes, and the quote right in front of me, right in front of my wall here says, "Don't postpone joy." It's just beaming right at me, staring at me in the face. And I want to share that with you because it's so important. That's why you showed up, right? There's never a perfect time. So don't postpone taking care of yourself, and certainly don't postpone your joy. Let's start with the sun salutation. So with your next inhale, gather that good positive energy, reach your arms all the way out and up, and exhale, take a dive out of it and come into a forward fold, and make sure you're relaxing your neck completely at the bottom, softening and bending your knees a little bit. Inhale, slide forward to halfway lift, look forward, lengthen out. Exhale, come into a forward fold and take a big lunge back just with your right foot. So take your time. We're going to start with a slow flow here. So the right leg's as straight as can be. The hips are dropping really low. The openness of your heart feels like you're lifting slightly upward. The fingertips are plugged into the mat. You're breathing in and out through the nose. One more deep breath in. On your exhale, step back to plank pose, so you're right into the top of a push-up. So again, we're moving nice and slow. I want the core nice and strong, the eyes focus forward. A little micro bend in the elbows, squeezing those thighs so you feel total body strength. You're going to shift a little bit into the toes, bend your elbows so they slide by the ribs. Remember, you can always bend your knees on the way down as well. Point your toes. We're going to start with the baby cobra. We're going to do a little bit of twisting tonight, so I just want you to gently twist by looking over your right shoulder. Get a good twist. That feels so good. And then twist and look over the left shoulder. And then come all the way back to center. Feel the openness of the heart. Pull the elbows back and down and release all the way onto your belly. Gentle push with your hands. Come to child's pose. Hips to heels, forehead down to your mat. Pause here, just checking in. Inhale, draw forward to your hands and knees. Curl your toes. Lift up. Come into downward facing dog. And once again, make sure those hands are shoulder distance. Pedal the heels out right and left. Walk your toes together to touch. Good. Take a deep breath in. Look to your hands. Take a walk forward to the front edge of your mat. You can take 2 big steps or 10 little steps. It doesn't really matter. Take your time to get there. Do your halfway lift. Make sure that belly's pulling in. Shoulders are retracting back. Open the heart. Extend from the crown to the tail. Round your spine and let it go. And again, if your hamstrings are tight, bend your knees a lot. It's all good. Rise to standing as you press through your feet. Reach all the way out and up. Inhale, reach for the sky. Don't postpone joy. Let's go ahead and come to mountain pose right at the front edge of your mat. stand tall, and we begin again. We always have to begin again. So that's what these challenges are all about. Tomorrow you begin again. The day after that you begin again. Sun salutation, begin again. Here we go. Inhale, reach out and up. Exhale, dive out and fold. Slow flow. Inhale, look forward, halfway lift, pause. Exhale, fold again and lunge back with your left foot. So big giant lunge back, fingertips are strong, left knee squeezing straight, heart is opening and lifting, and shoulders are pulling back and down. So feel the retraction of the shoulder blades and the lift in your heart. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale, step back with your right foot, come right into plank pose at the top of a push-up. Now, as we hold plank pose, I want you to think about willpower. So the willpower, chill power factor. Right now you are strong. You are standing on your hands. Your eyes are softly focused. You feel the strength in your core, in your legs, in your arms. Total body strength. You could stay here for a minute or two. We're going to continue to flow, but this is really a good total body strength pose. Feel it. Again, feel free to modify if you want to bend your knees to the mat. Otherwise, with straight legs, lots of control, lower down. Point your toes, open yourself up to that cobra, pause. And again, a gentle twist, looking over one shoulder as far as you can, and then lift over the other shoulder as far as you can, giving that full range. Come all the way back to center, lift through the heart, release to your belly, push through your hands, and rest in child's pose. Release back. So hopefully you notice, like after, 2-3 minutes that we've been doing already, you feel already a little bit more open. You feel a little bit more blood flow in the body, and we've been moving slowly, and we are going to pick up the pace. Shift your weight into your hands, curl your toes, lift your hips up to the sky, come into downward facing dog, and once again, pedal out right and left, getting that good stretch of the calves and the ankles. Walking your toes together to touch, but keeping your hands shoulder distance. Take your right leg straight up to the sky if you can. Take a big inhale as you really reach up and out through those right toes. And then as you exhale, look forward to your hands and land that right foot up and in between your hands. If it didn't make it there on their own, grab onto it and scooch it forward. We're going to inhale, we're going to reach out and up to the sky with a big sun breath. And then as we exhale, the left elbow is going to come across the right knee. So you're going to slide your shoulder blades back. Gently push the left elbow into the outside of the right knee and look up and over the right shoulder. A little breathing in and out through the nose. Try not to hold the breath as you hold the pose. Take one more nice deep breath in. As you exhale, you'll take your hands on either side of your right foot, and you're going to extend your right arm straight up to the sky, twisting your lunge. It's a great stretch, rotating the spine, sinking the hips low, and feeling a reach through the right fingertips for one more breath. Nice job. Release your right hand to the outside of your right foot, step through to plank, and feel that total body strength working on your willpower. So in yoga, it's never give up, always let go. The balance of those two opposites. So right here, be strong, be determined, feel your warrior spirit. Take one more breath. Shift to the toes, bend your elbows, lower down. Again, remember you can modify that by bending your knees. Inhale, come up, get that good little twist, feel the movement and the blood flow. And release back to child's pose. Chill power, let it go. Shift forward to your hands and knees, curl your toes, lift up, downward facing dog, push back. And then walk your toes together to touch. And lift that left leg straight up. So lift that left leg as high as it will comfortably go, and don't worry if it doesn't get that high, it's all good. It's a journey. Shift your weight forward, step that left foot up and through your hands. Again, if it needs help, just grab onto it and scooch it forward. Drop your hips low, but inhale, reach the arms all the way out and up. Big, calm energy breath in. And now your right elbow is going to twist across your left knee. Gently pushing your right elbow into the outside of the left knee. Slide your shoulder blades back. Squeeze your right knee straight. Look up to the ceiling. Focus your eyes upward. Take a deep breath in. And then exhale, release your hands on either side of your left foot. We're coming into that twist again. The right hand's going to press down. The left hand's going to stretch up. looking up to the ceiling. Take a nice deep breath, feel the energy reaching through those left fingers. And then left hand's gonna draw down to the outside of the left foot, step through to your plank, pause, feel that total body strength, focus your eyes, stay relaxed here. So even though this is a strength pose, we wanna stay calm and relaxed in our minds. Take a deep breath in, bend the elbows, lower down. Inhale, gently opening up into your cobra, maybe getting a little bit more range now. And then going through that twist right and left. Doesn't matter which way you start. Wiggle around in any way that feels good. And then go ahead and release all the way back to child's pose. Now we're gonna pick it up one more time through, a little bit faster and adding on a little bit. So curl the toes, lift the hips up to the sky. Downward facing dog. This time I want you to look to the hands, step, or feel free to hop yourself up to the front edge of your mat. Inhale, look forward, halfway lift, create space in your spine. Exhale, round your spine, Chillpower, let it go. Rise all the way up to standing, take a deep, energizing breath in, reach for the sky. And then mountain pose, good posture, stand at the front edge of your mat. And we begin again. Inhale, reach all the way out and up. Exhale, take a big dive out and fold in half. Inhale, look forward. Be right here, right now. Block out distraction. Exhale, plant your palms, step, or feel free to hop back to plank pose. Bend your elbows, lower down. You can come into upward facing dog now if you like, if your spine's feeling ready. And then all the way back to downward facing dog. Pedal those heels out, bring the toes together to touch, keep your hands shoulder distance. Bring your right leg up to the sky, take an inhale. Right foot up and through your hands as you exhale. Help it forward if it needs. Rise up, high lunge, inhale, and then come into that twist again, left elbow across right knee. Slide your shoulders back, squeeze your back knee straight, look up and over the right shoulder. Now listen, we're going straight to reverse warrior from here. So you're gonna have to pivot the left heel flat and then sweep the right hand up to the ceiling as you bend the right knee and come into reverse warrior. And I like this right knee as deeply bent as you can get it. The right hand is stretching up to the sky like you're reaching for something. Feel space through the right ribs. Take a very deep breath in. And then we're going to flow to extended side angle by placing the right hand down to the right thigh and bring the left hand up and over the head. Now, if you have a little bit more range and you've been practicing yoga for a little while and you want to bring your right hand down in front of your right foot, feel free to go there. Otherwise, you're modifying by keeping the right thigh, right forearm on the right thigh. Wherever you are, it's all good. Breathe and be present. Listen to honor your body. We're going straight back to reverse warrior. Use your core strength. Your warrior spirit is strong, so really go to the fullest extent of this warrior. Breathe in. And then bring your hands down on either side of your right foot. We're going to come back to that twisted lunge that we practiced earlier. So the left hand's going to press down on the inside of the right foot. The right hand stretches up. Breathe and twist and open. Again, warrior strength for one more breath. And then right hand to the outside of the right foot. Step yourself through to plank. Pause. Stand on your hands. Focus your eyes. Feel your total body strength and your determination to do challenging things. That's why you're here. Take one more breath. And then you can always just go straight to downward facing dog. Otherwise, your vinyasa, cobra or upward facing, and then landing in downward facing dog as we exhale and push back. And we breathe in and out through the nose as we walk the toes together to touch, but keep the hands shoulder distance. Left foot's going to lift up as high to the sky as we can. And then as we exhale, the left foot steps up and through the hands. Make sure that knee is right out over the ankle and the hips are low. Rise up on the inhale, deep breath in, breathe. Exhale, right elbow across left knee, twist. Focus your eyes, feel strong and determined. Be right here, right now. And the quote on the wall behind me says, do more of what makes you happy. Yes, do more of what makes you happy. Going right to reverse warrior, you're going to twist out of this, bring your right foot flat, bring your left hand up to the ceiling, sweep your right hand back behind your right knee. Deeply bend that left knee, reach your left hand as far back as you can so you feel space in the left ribs. Take a breath in right here, and then exhale, release the left forearm down, and reach the right arm out and over the head. Again, this is a beautiful place to be. Feel this long line of energy from the right hand all the way down the right side of the body. If you want to bring the left hand on the inside of the left knee, that's fine too. Otherwise, you stay here with your modification. Relax your left hand, by the way. Take a deep breath in. Use your core strength to release and draw all the way out and up into your reverse warrior one more time. Nice job. Full expression of the pose here. And then exhale, your hands come down on either side of your left foot. Your right heel pivots up. And then we come into that twisted lunge by pressing the right hand down and stretching the left hand up with a twist. Notice what you're doing with your jaw, your eyes. Really breathe, but try to create that softness, even though we're working strength. Left hand comes to the outside of the left foot. Step through to that plank pose. You want to be in a straight line of energy here. So from the crown of the head to the tailbone, you can always modify if you're getting tired by bringing the knees down. All good. Otherwise, legs are straight, eyes are focused. You can go through that vinyasa by bending the elbows if you like. Inhale into a cobra or upward facing. And exhale. Downward facing dog, push back. Now in your downward dog, I want you to really work on going inward. Close your eyes. For those of you who are in the Facebook group, we were talking about the book Outer Order, Inner Calm. When you declutter, when you organize your home, when you let go of things that you don't want anymore, you don't need anymore, things that don't no longer serve you, whether they're relationships or physical items, you're creating space, good space for good stuff, more clarity and peace. Stay here for one more breath, working on that calm energy. Then release the knees down and rest back into that child's pose where we began. So hands back by your feet, forehead down. And just taking a moment to check in, to go inward. Take a nice deep breath in and out through the nose. And then go ahead and sit up and cross your legs. Again, feel free to grab a pillow or a block. And we're going to do a little bit more reading and a breathing exercise. So I was just referencing this book, Outer Order and Inner Calm. It's a great one that you can pick up, but it's really kind of common sense as well. It's just making the time to do it, to get rid of stuff. So I'll read to you just a little bit of this. And again, for those of you in the Facebook group, we'll go into a little bit more detail about it there. Or you can Google this book, again, Outer Order, Inner Calm by Gretchen Rubin. And this particular chapter is about making those choices. You know how it can be so overwhelming. You go into your closet, you're like, I know I need to get rid of some stuff, but where do I start? So here's a quote. If you want a golden rule that will fit everybody, this is it. Have nothing in your house that you do not know to be either useful or believe to be beautiful. Wow, okay, that's so simple. So if there's nothing in your house, it's either not getting used, and the rule is if it's not being used for a year straight, that's like it's not being used, or do you perceive it to be beautiful? Is it something that makes you happy? And if the answer to one of those two questions is no, then it might be time to let it go. Okay, and then these are the three little questions that she says in trying to decide between keeping something or letting it go. Do I need it? That's always a funny question, right? Do I need it? Do I love it? Do I use it? Okay. Do I need it? Do I love it? Do I use it? And as I was referencing just a minute ago about never give up, that's the warrior spirit, never give up. Always keep trying. And if you get knocked down and you try, you get back up and you try again. That's the warrior spirit. That's the never give up. That's the willpower factor, right? And then over here, it's always let go. Always go with the flow. Surrender and release and allow yourself that permission to practice self-care and to do less. Sometimes less is more. So this is more is more, and this is less is more, which is right. They're both right sometimes. So it's about that balance, okay? With that in mind, let's do a short meditation. So with your hands down onto your knees, this is the Chillpower factor. So again, turning the palms facing down, more grounded, if that's what you need. Or turn the palms to face up, more uplifted. There's no right or wrong, it's all good. Close your eyes, feel your sitting bones grounded down into the earth and the heart open and the crown of the head reaching up to the sky. Take a deep, calm energy breath in. And exhale, land on your mat, release and let go. Just take a moment for stillness. Remembering that always moving forward isn't always the best thing. So stillness is where you can listen. That's the message of the musk deer. Giving your space right now to go inward, to listen to your thoughts, and to reflect, mindfully aware of what brings you joy, what you want to do more of, and then what you can let go of. Bring attention to your breathing. Try to slowly deepen it, lengthen it, and completely fill your lungs with your inhale. And as you exhale, feel that softness wash over the body. And I hope when this challenge continues, one of the things that you will continue to do for yourself is show up regularly, because consistency is the key. One hour practice of yoga once a week, in my opinion, while wonderful, is not as beneficial as showing up every single day for 5, 10, or 15 minutes. So just take a moment to reset that intention of self-care. Why am I here? What do I want? How do I want to feel? What can I do? What action steps can I take to strengthen my warrior spirit, to feel more calm and powerful? Draw your hands together to heart center. Feel your heart to lift up to your hands. Take a deep, energizing, calm breath in. And exhale, bring your hands back to heart center and make your way back to child's pose. So we're going to repeat that warrior flow series, and then soon enough, we're going to be back sitting and calming ourselves again. That's the willpower, chillpower balance of opposites. So sit yourself back, release and let it go. And then shift your weight forwards, spread those fingertips out wide, lift back up, and make your way into that downward facing dog pose. Close your eyes, feel that strength in your hands, in your legs, and that flexibility to open you up to greater things. Take one more nice deep breath in, and then look to your hands and step, or feel free to hop to the front edge of your mat. We're going to add on a little bit. So you're going to slide your hands to your shins again, come halfway up, look forward and lengthen out, and exhale, round your spine, fold in half, and let it go. Rise to standing on your inhale. Feel your feet press into the earth and your hands reach out and up to the sky. Reach as tall as you can. And exhale, mountain pose, stand aligned and open so your posture feels lifted and balanced through your feet. Once again, don't postpone joy. I can't not say it. That was not in the plan tonight, but it's literally glaring me in the face. Inhale, reach out and up. Exhale, dive out of it and fold in half. That message was meant to be shared tonight. Don't postpone joy. There's a funny story with that I'll share. Inhale, look forward, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your palms, step or hop to your plank pose. We're working on the strength here. So this is total body strength. This is your warrior spirit. Feel your heart open, by the way. So if you're slumping down in the shoulders or your chin's at your chest, that's not an open heart. So pull the shoulders back, look forward so the neck is in line with your spine. Strengthen your warrior spirit. Be open with your heart. Stand on your hands. Strong core. One more breath. And then optional vinyasa, bend your elbows lower down. Inhale into your back bend. Take a nice deep breath in to open and lift your heart. And exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Right leg to the sky. Inhale one more time through this flow series. Adding on. Exhale, right foot up and through your hands. Checking that knee is right out over the ankle. Rise up into your high lunge with a deep inhale. And exhale, twist your left elbow across your right knee. Retract your shoulder blades, focus your eyes, get that good rotation through your spine. You know, we're going straight to that reverse warrior, so if we're gonna repeat that sequence, you need to plant your left foot down and then sweep your right hand all the way out and up, reverse warrior. Deep bend in that right knee, really reach, use your range. And then flow straight into your extended side angle, whichever variation you're taking. Open up and feel that long line of energy from the left fingertips all the way down the left side of the body. Try not to just dump into the right arm, by the way. Lift up and out of it. Be light with your forearm on your thigh if it's propped there. Come all the way up to Warrior Two now. So, right here in Warrior Two, this is your warrior spirit. This is your willpower. This is, I do hard things because I feel empowered. I feel so rewarded when I do something challenging. I know that when I step out of my comfort zone, I get stronger. One more breath here, nice deep bend in that right knee. We're gonna straighten the right leg, reach forward with the right hand to come into triangle pose. Pivot to the side, bring your right hand down under the right shin, sliding open and looking up to the left thumb if that feels comfortable on your neck. Otherwise, you can just look straight forward or feel free to look down to your right foot. Get that awesome stretch through the inner thigh and groin and hamstring. Breathing nice and smoothly through the nose. Take one more breath. You're going to use your core strength and imagine your left hand is going to lift you out of this pose. We're going to bend the right knee and come back to our reverse warrior. Pause. Such an important word. Pause. Feel the pose. And then windmill out of it. Hands will be on either side of your right foot. We're going to come into that twist by pressing down with the left hand and reaching all the way out and up with the right hand. Looking up to your right thumb, like really focus on your right thumb for a second. Focus your eyes. In fact, think of your left eye looking to your right thumb. Give that a try. Take one more breath. And then bring your right hand down on the outside of your right foot. Step through to your plank. Check your alignment from the crown of your head all the way down the length of your spine. Take a deep breath. And then exhale, bend your elbows. And this time we're going to lower all the way down to the mat. You're going to bring your left forearm out in front of you. You're going to reach back and you're going to grab the top of your right foot. So we're going to get a nice quad stretch here. So stretching your quad, breathing in and out through the nose. And the more that you push your right foot into your hand a little bit, the more you'll feel that stretch. Feels so good to stretch out that front of the right leg right after all of those warrior poses. So this is your chill power here. This is your flexibility. This is your go with the flow and let it go. Take one more nice deep belly breath. Release that foot gently. Press yourself up to a baby cobra. And then that little twist like we started with, looking over the right shoulder, the left shoulder, and pressing back to child's pose. Hips to heels, forehead down. One more time through that flow series. So inhale, shift forward, spread those fingertips out wide, curl your toes, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in, land in your downward dog. Be right here, right now. And then look to your hands and step, or feel free to hop to the front edge of your mat. Inhale, look forward, lengthen out. Exhale, fold, let it go, release. Rise to standing, push through your feet, reach your hands out and up in a big circle. And then mountain pose, hands down by your side with good posture and alignment. Begin again, one more time through that whole series. Inhale, and remind me to tell you the don't postpone joy story. Once we're done this flow series, I'll share it with you. It's a good one. Inhale, look forward, halfway lift, create space and openness through the spine. Release and fold forward and step back to plank, right to the top of a push-up. Check your alignment, stand on your hands. You've only got 2 more of these planks, okay? So really engage and focus and use that total body strength and that arm strength. If you're feeling a little shaky, that's where the strength is going to come from, so work it. Optional vinyasa if you want to bend the elbows and lower. Inhale into your back bend and exhale, pushing back into your downward facing dog. Okay, this is your last flow series for tonight, so be right here with me, focus. Left foot's going to lift to the sky, we're going to inhale. Left foot's going to step up through your hands as you exhale. Drop your hips low. Reach your hands high. Take a deep breath in right here. And then twist your right elbow across your left knee, twisting your lunge. Squeeze your right knee straight. Shoulders back and down. Take one more breath. And again, we're going straight to reverse warrior. So you're going to plant your right foot flat and then sweep your right hand around and up. A little tricky transition. You can handle it. A little practice doesn't hurt. Slide your right hand back. Lift your left hand up and over your head. Deep bend in that left knee. Take a deep inhale. Nice job, you guys. Stay with me. Left forearm down, or release your left hand all the way down to the floor if you prefer. Right hand out and over the head. Feel that long stretch through the whole right side of the body. Take an inhale. And then exhale, go straight up into your warrior 2. This is what you're here for. Be the warrior. So I always say, we all have a warrior within us. Sometimes we just get a little off track. Sometimes we're not practicing enough self-care and our warrior strength gets depleted. Look out over those left middle finger. Dip deep, focus, strengthen your spirit. Reach forward with your left hand, inhale, and then come back into your reverse warrior. Take that good side stretch. We're going to go straight to triangle pose. So you're going to straighten that left leg, reach forward, pivot to the side, and get that great stretch. I love triangle pose. Such a good groin into thigh and hamstring stretch. A little bit of rotation. It's actually helpful if you want to grab onto the right ribs and pull them back a little bit, just to make sure you're not leaning forward and you're rolling open. The heart is still lifting. The hands are reaching. Take a nice deep breath in. We're going to come all the way up. Use your core strength. Reverse warrior one more time with an inhale. And then the hands come all the way down as you exhale. We're going to do that twist one more time. So pivot your right heel up, right hand down on the inside of the left foot, left hand straight out and up. Get a good rotation through the spine one last time. Breathe in and roll open. And then bring that left hand down. Step yourself back to plank pose, right into the top of a push-up. Strengthen, strengthen, strengthen. This is your last plank. So really work on alignment. Notice the alignment from the wrist to the shoulder to the elbow. Remember, you can always modify. Bending the knees is not a problem, but just don't give up, right? Oh, never give up, always let go. That's the mantra. Okay, release all the way down onto your belly. Nice job, you guys. Right forearm comes out in front. Left hand grabs your left foot. Forehead rests down. You squeeze your glutes a little bit, and you gently press the top of your left foot into your left hand. As you breathe in and out through the belly, you feel the breath come into your belly and into the floor beneath you. Take one more breath, feeling the heat that you're creating in the body, the flow of positive energy. Hands under the shoulders, give yourself a gentle push back and come into child's pose. Okay, go ahead and have a seat. So we are going to do another meditation, and then we're going to work on some flexibility too. But I will share real quickly the Don't Postpone Joy, since it was not on the agenda tonight, but it is definitely calling to me. So here's what happened. So my first year that I did, many of you know, you've been following me for a while. I've been doing it for probably might be going on my 10th year. I have no idea. I've lost track. It's one word. So every January, instead of setting goals and New Year's resolutions, I do this one word. Okay, so you can find it getoneword.org for more information about it. The first year I was doing it, I was a little overwhelmed by choosing just one word, because I would always have a list of like 20 things literally, of things that I wanted to do for like New Year's goals. I've never been much of a resolution person. Maybe a little blink in time I was, but I don't know, it just never jived with me. So anyway, a friend of mine was participating and wrote this book called Get One Word, and he was always an inspiration to me. So I thought, well, you know what, there must be something to it. So I was going to do it, but I couldn't figure out the word. I had, again, a list of like 20 words that I was like, do I pick peace? Do I pick bit? Blah, 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 blah. You know what I'm talking about, I'm sure. So I'm driving down the road, heading to a client's, and I was stuck in traffic. I was running late. I am not a late person. I'm always an early person. If I'm not a couple minutes early, I'm technically late in my mind. I'm one of those kind of people. The bumper sticker in front of me, and I'm struggling with this word the whole time. Like, what do I choose? The bumper sticker on the car in front of me, as I'm panicking because I'm running late. Don't postpone joy. And I was sitting at this traffic light and I was like, oh, that was what I was looking for. Like, I needed it to be like right there, right? Do you know what I'm talking about? Like the sign from like, that's the right word. I'm always waiting for that sign. So the bumper sticker said, don't postpone joy. And I was like, that's it, joy. Like, what else matters? Like, what else matters? So, anyway, that's the don't postpone joy. So then I sought out, this was the first decal that in now my studio. It was full of decals all across the whole studio. You can have a tour someday if you want. But that was the first one that was in the studio because that was my first one word. So that's my little story on that. Let's head into, I'll save this reading for the very end actually, but let's head into this meditation and this breathing exercise next. So settle into this position. Again, feel free to prop yourself up. And rest your hands either down or up on your knees and close your eyes. And immediately feel as you close your eyes, you're going inward. You're breathing a little more deeply. You're calming your central nervous system. Remember, the parasympathetic nervous system is in charge of rest and digestion. So we worked on this, I think, on week 2. The gut health. So one of the very important reasons that we're working on calming and the Chillpower factor is because we want to strengthen our immune system by strengthening our gut health. And it is about what we eat, absolutely, but it's also about letting go and allowing the gut-brain connection to function properly by being calm and peaceful. So that less is more factor. We don't always have to push forward. We can release, and we can get so much done by doing less, by unplugging our phone, by detoxifying our homes and getting rid of stuff or relationships that don't serve us anymore. How empowering that is for everything in your body. So with your hands resting down onto your knees, again, your eyes closed, breathe. Declutter your mind. contemplate how you can take your yoga practice, your strength, your flexibility off of your yoga mat and into your life. That is ultimately what we're here for. That's why we're practicing this stuff, these poses. How can I be stronger in my life? What can I do that's a little bit out of my comfort zone maybe, but that will make me feel more empowered? At the same time, what can I do to fuel my life force energy, to rejuvenate my mind, my body, my spirit? This is the chill power factor. And if you can imagine how you feel when your gas tank is almost empty, when your phone charge is in the red zone and depleting, and you know you need to get to the gas station, and you know you need to plug your phone in. Have that same awareness of your body. And so being still and practicing this self-care is the polar opposite of selfish. It is the one thing that you actually need the most of to strengthen your warrior spirit. So just pause and listen, and maybe contemplate in your mind a few things that you could journal about after class tonight. Bring your hands to heart center. Pause. Take a deep sun breath in. Reach your arms all the way out and up. Inhale, reach. You can look up and watch your palms touch if you like, and draw your hands in and back to heart center. Perfect. So go ahead and lie down on your back. We're going to do a few restorative stretches next, and then we'll finish with the reading at the very end. So let me tilt this down just a second here. I didn't realize it was tilted up so high. Sorry, guys. All right, so lying down on your back, just give yourself a big hug for showing up for the challenge, showing up tonight, showing up tomorrow too, and the day after, and even after the challenge ends. So just hug yourself, feel proud. You can rock a little bit from right to left. We're just going to start with a reclined pigeon stretch. Such a nice stretch. So your left foot's going to come to the mat. Your right ankle is going to be over your right ankle over your left knee, and you're just going to gently push your right knee away from your face. And for some of you, this is enough of a stretch. This is fine. This is great. For others, you're going to pick your left foot up from the floor and slide your hands underneath your left thigh so you get that nice stretch to the right hamstring. Now just notice for a second your neck. So for a lot of people with tight hips, the chin will jut up to the ceiling just like that. So you want to just gently tuck the chin in towards the chest so the back of the neck is neutral and in line with your spine. The energy from your left thigh is going to push up into your right ankle, and you're going to relax and drop your shoulders. Take a nice deep breath in through your nose. Very simple, simple stretch. Working on flexibility in the right hip. One more breath in. And then go ahead and release the left foot all the way down to the mat, and the right leg's going to go straight up to the ceiling for a nice easy hamstring stretch. It doesn't have to be fancy, you guys. In fact, if you're, as we head into the fall winter season, and maybe you're going to get into a favorite Netflix show, that's all good. Sit on the floor and do some stretches. That's the kind of multitasking I think is really great. So let's draw a circle with the right hamstring. So you're just going to circle this leg around, which just gets different parts of the hamstring and sends a calming message through the central nervous system from the mind to the body. Nice and easy. You can make the circle as big or as little as you like. And then go ahead and reverse that circle around. Nice and easy. The chill power is like more and more, the older I get, the more I'm like totally into the chill power. I love the warrior poses too, don't get me wrong. But I'm all about the Chillpower now because I just see the benefit, especially having an autoimmune disease. I just see the huge benefit of not overdoing it and letting go of things, not always feeling like healthy boundaries, right? Like learning to say no, so huge. I didn't do that in my 30s, that is for sure. Okay, hold it steady. Pull the right knee into your chest, slide the left leg out straight on the floor. Bring your left hand on the outside of the right knee and slide that right knee over and across. You can hook your right toes behind your left knee if you like. Extend your right arm out straight and just enjoy a nice, easy, reclined twist. Feels so good. Let's bring awareness back to the breathing and just allow the breath to be smooth and full and even and calming. And then go ahead and bring it all the way back to center. Your right knee is going to stay bent. Your right foot will be flat on the mat. And now your left knee will be over your right ankle. You're going to bring your left hand onto your left knee and just give it a gentle push away from your face. And again, either stay right here, totally fine, or bring the right foot up from the floor and bring your hands underneath your right thigh if that feels better. Bring attention to your cervical spine, your neck, in other words. So chin's a little bit to the chest, nose is pointed up to the ceiling. And then you feel the energy from your right thigh push up into your left ankle. And as you push your left ankle back into the right thigh, you feel those 2 points working against each other or actually with each other, but then that's going to open the left hip even more. Do you feel that? So activate the stretch. Take one more nice deep breath in. And exhale, put the right foot down, extend the left leg straight up and bring your hands underneath the left hamstring. Good, simple hamstring stretch. Let's make that circle. Again, I think we were talking about it last week, how circles are so calming. So just make a nice circle and allow it to send a calming message to your central nervous system. It's okay to slow down. It's okay to do less and to say no. Go ahead and reverse that circle. Do the same thing, but go the other way. Good, one more time. And then hold steady. Slide your right leg out straight. Pull the left knee into the chest. Give it a big hug so the thigh is really close to the ribcage. And then the right hand comes across the left knee and the left toes can hook behind the right knee as you twist and extend the left arm out straight and get that nice release through the low back. Notice your breathing, slow and smooth and deep. And then go ahead and bring it all the way back to center and extend both legs out straight for Shavasana. Now remember, you have lots of options with your Shavasana. If it feels better for you to do a reclined butterfly, feel free to go there. If you want to move to the wall and do the legs of the wall that we did on week 1, do that, especially if you're doing a lot of mileage these days. Otherwise, just legs all the way out straight. Maybe walk your shoulders slightly down from your ears and your shoulder blades slightly in towards your spine. Scan your body for a moment. Relax your fingertips, your feet, your toes. Allow the spine to completely drop into the floor beneath you. Allow your breathing to slow down. And allow this next few moments in time to be an integration. An opportunity to integrate everything we've been working on these last few weeks. Let all of the strength, the flexibility, the power, the peace, the resilience, all of that is permeating and soaking into every cell of your body. Each breath that you take nourishes your cells. Each exhalation releases and allows you to let go. And you have complete faith in your journey that you are exactly where you're supposed to be. Allow yourself to be in stillness. And for the next few moments, just allow your thoughts to drift by, acknowledging them, witnessing them. Bringing awareness back to your breathing. Taking a moment to reflect one more time on that warrior spirit, that willpower, that willingness that you had to show up and to do things that are a little out of your comfort. At the same time, contemplating the Chillpower factor, the self-reflection, the self-love, the self-care. And now slowly deepening your breathing, wiggling your fingers and your toes, waking yourself back up and giving yourself that hug one more time. So grateful that you showed up, that you invested in your self-care. You can roll onto one side and push yourself up to sitting, or if you feel good in your back and you want to rock and roll yourself up to come to sitting, that's a great way to sit up too. Go ahead and cross your legs. Good job, everybody. Sit up nice and tall. And I'll just finish with a short reading from my book about that willpower, chillpower factor, about that never give up, always let go. That's one of the basic principles again. So one of the favorite quotes that I have that my eyes just went to right away. This is so good. And this applies to you cleaning out your closets too in some way. One of the hardest decisions you'll ever face in life is choosing whether to walk away or to try harder. That to me is so huge. And what I meant by like cleaning out your closets too, it's a hard decision. Do I keep it? Do I let it go? It's applies to relationships. It applies to foods that we're eating, right? It applies to everything. Like, is it a choice to walk away or is it a choice to try harder? Does that resonate with you? Because it really resonates with me. Okay, so the last little part of this, warriors often sacrifice. They're so determined. They're all about the willpower, and that's an amazing thing. Always willing to do something hard, to go out of their comfort zone. And then the chill power factor is, of course, the opposite of that, that willingness to be resilient, to let go, to breathe, to create space, to have those healthy boundaries that we so need. So it's a balance of those two opposites I want you to all continue to hopefully work on. And let's finish with a deep breath in together. So bring your hands to heart center, bow your chin to your chest, bring your fingertips to touch your forehead, check in with yourself throughout the day, listen to your intuition. Take a deep, calm energy breath in, reach for the sky, gather that positive energy, and as you exhale, draw it in and back to your heart center space. And the light within me honors and acknowledges that same light that is within each of you. You're all warriors, honestly. And I hope you continue to strengthen your warrior spirit, strengthen your shield. That's your immune system, by the way, and practice all of the things that we've been working on over the last few weeks. So namaste. Thank you guys so much for being here. Check in on our Facebook page if you're on Facebook. Otherwise, you can keep in touch with any social media too. So have a good night, you guys. Get good sleep, and hopefully I'll see you again soon. Bye.